Hello, students. Today we are going to see this topic while loop. Okay, so in the previous class we have seen about the for loop and their different types of uh, variants. Okay, variants means how many different types you can create for loops. Okay, in C++ language. So today we are going to see this while loop. So while loop is a flow control flow statement that allows the loop statement to be executed as long as the condition is true. The while loop is a entry controlled loop because the test condition is evaluated before entering into a loop. The while loop syntax. Okay, so you can see the syntax is given inside the box. So while loop is also same looping statement like for loop. Okay, so this also executes the body of the loop as much times as the test condition is true. Okay, so and you can see that it is also a entry controlled loop. Entry controlled loop means the test condition is first uh, tested, and based on the result the body of the loop is executed. So in the syntax you can see that while test expression and the body of the loop, and then after that you can see that the regular programs statement X. So this is the syntax. There is you have to maintain the keyword. Okay, while loop is a keyword, we should not change the case of it. And inside the brackets, you can give any expression that will return true or false. Hmm. So in the flow control, this is the while loop flow chart. You can see that there is a test condition, and if the test condition is true, then body of the while loop is executed, and it will go back again to check the test expression. If it is true again, then it will come back and execute the body of the lookup again. So it will keep on do this until the condition becomes false, and when the condition becomes false, it will move out of the body of the loop, and it will execute the other statements. Okay, so we'll see this through a example. So in the while loop, the test expression is evaluated, and if the test expression is true, then the body of the loop is executed, and again the control is transferred to the while loop. And the test expression result is false, the control is transferred to the statement X. So you can see that here is an example of C++ program to sum number from 1 to 10 using while loop. So you have seen this same example in the previous topic with the for loop, but here you can see that you are going to use this same concept using while loop. Okay, so inside the main program you can see that int I is equal to 1. So I is a variable that contains integer value 1. Sum is equal to 0. Sum is also an integer variable, and you can see that while they have followed the syntax while loop, inside the condition statement you can see that I is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so now the current value of I is 1, so 1 is less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. Now it gets into the body of the loop, which has two statement: sum is equal to sum plus I. So sum is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1 now, and it is stored in sum 1, sorry, sum. So now the value changes from 0 to 1. Now here you can see that they have used this I plus plus inside the body of the loop. Okay, so the update statement is available inside the body of the loop, but in for loop it will be available as a separate section in the syntax itself. Okay, so you have to use the part of a loop. Okay, parts of the loop, there are four main things there we have seen in the previous class. If you are having any doubts, you can just go and see there. So I plus plus will increment the value of I into into 1 from 1 to 2. Okay, now you can see that it will go and check back the condition again. So 2 is less than or equal to 10, condition is true. So this body of the loop will be executed. Now the value of I is now the value of I is 3 now, and you can see that some value will become 3. Okay, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Okay, so this will keep on going until the value of I is less than a value of I is 11. Okay, so since 10 is equal to 10, the condition true will become the condition will become true. Then the body of the loop will be executed, and I value will be incremented as 2. Sorry, I value will be incremented as 11. So 11 is less than or equal to 10 means the condition is false. So it will get out of the loop, and you can see that the next statement is C out. The sum of 1 to 10 uh, is printed as a result. Okay, you can see that in the output 10, the sum of 1 to 10 is 55. Okay, so it is explained in this paragraph. You can just read it. Okay, in the next example you can see that they are writing a C++ program to sum and average 5 numbers using while loop. Okay, so they are going to get the total, get 5 numbers from the user, and they are going to find the total of it, and then they are going to uh, find the average of 5 numbers. Okay, so so here you can see that uh, in the body of the loop they have uh, initialized number of variables I, num, avg, sum. These are all the integer variables. So 4 integer variables are declared here, while I is less than or equal to 5. So I is 1 here, 1 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true. Then it will get into the body of the loop, enter a number. Okay, so it is asking the user to enter a number. So the user will enter some number, and number is stored in num. So now you can see that sum is equal to sum plus num. Sum is already 0, 0 plus some number will be added into sum. Now you can see that the incremental value of I is done here. So you can see that this will go on, keep on going until the I value becomes 6. Okay, so 5 is less than or equal to 5, condition is true. So if the value of I is 6, then 6 is less than or equal to 5 is condition false. So it will get out of the loop. Okay, so after getting out of the loop, it finds the average and prints all the result. Okay, so this is the result. So here you can see that this is explained in this paragraph. So while loop variant. So there are other different types of while loop that we can see here. Mm, and you can see an example. Okay, so a while loop may contain several variants. It can be an empty loop or infinite loop or an empty loop, uh, or does not have any statement inside the body of the loop except null statement. Okay, so that is just a semicolon. Okay, so here you can see that there is a empty loop here. It doesn't have anything inside the loop. uh, so the loop is while uh, I plus I is less than or equal to 10,000. Okay, so here you can see that there is no statement inside the body of the loop, so it is considered as empty loop. In the next example you can see that So while loop may be an infinite loop also. So in the previous one we have seen it's an empty loop, but in the next in this example you can see that it is an infinite loop. So it will keep on executing. There is no end of this loop. Okay, so here you can see that int main I is equal to 0, while 0 is less than or equal to 10 condition is true. The value of I is printed. uh, this statement will display it will be displayed infinitely because no update statement is provided. Okay, so no update statement is included in the body of the loop, so it will keep on uh, running the program. Okay, so next is this is not a part of while loop statement because it is missing the curly brackets. Okay, so when the curly bracket is not present inside the loop, okay, not inside the loop, mm, then you can see that uh, it will take the next statement alone as a body of the loop. Okay, so next to the while loop there is only one statement which is see out the value of I is uh, uh, the variable I. Okay, so this statement will print again and again infinite number of times, and you cannot able to stop it. Okay, unless you close the program. Okay, so with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the do while loop. Okay, so in the next class we'll see the do while loop in a detailed way. Thank you, students.